Rahul Gandhi stood for better ties with Pakistan. The BJP has hit back saying, how is it that all Pakistan lovers end up loving Rahul Gandhi as well? The Congress has hit back with pictures of BJP Member of Parliament and former Minister Anurag Thakur sitting with Shahid Afridi and asking, who is now a Pak lover? So the question is, this is a very reductive debate. At the end of the day, yes, you can make a substantive point that given the national mood, India should not have played Pakistan in the Asia Cup for whatever reason they did. But more importantly, now that the players have sent out a very clear signal by not shaking hands, by not acknowledging the presence of the other side, by shutting the dressing room door on them, even saying that they will not receive the trophy if they win this tournament from the hands of the Interior Minister of Pakistan, who also happens to be the PCB chief. In this reductive battle, who is loved by Pakistan more? Are we losing sight of the big picture, and that is that India has to find ways and means of isolating Pakistan and its policy of sending terrorists and bleeding India by 1,000 cuts? But I want to first play out what Shahid Afridi said. Let's play that out first and then come back to this whole thing about how he's been an enfant terrible, how he has fished in troubled waters in the past as well. But this is what he said with regards to both India under Modi and also his fandom in that sense for Rahul Gandhi.
गवर्नमेंट बार बार मैं कह रहा हूं जो हमेशा मजहब कार्ड खेलती है, मुस्लिम हिंदू कार्ड खेलती है अपने आप को पावर में लाने के लिए, ये बहुत ही गंदा किस्म का माइंडसेट है, गंदा किस्म का। ये उस वक्त तक रहेगा जब तक इनके बड़े यही हैं, ठीक है ना। इनके अच्छे हैं, जैसे राहुल गांधी की अगर मैं बात करूं, राहुल गांधी बहुत पॉजिटिव माइंडसेट वाला आदमी है। वो डायलॉग्स के जरिए वो हर एक के साथ चलना चाहता है, दुनिया के साथ।
All right, so he says as long as Modi's at the helm, this is how it will continue between India and Pakistan. But if Rahul Gandhi is good and that he wants dialogue and he wants to take everybody along, that's Shahid Afridi. He's not a stranger to controversies or controversial statements. He's made headlines often in the past, not necessarily just for his game, but also for his anti-India tirades. In May 2025, right after Operation Sindoor, Shahid Afridi had alleged that India violated Pakistan's sovereignty by attacking civilians under the cover of darkness, while at the same time, he praised Pakistan's measured military response. In April of 2025, right when Pahalgam happened, he claimed that India carries out terror attacks on its own soil and then blames Pakistan. This was similar to the false flag allegation that a lot of Pakistani Twitter handles and celebrities were putting out in the aftermath of Pahalgam. In May of 2020, at the height of COVID, he accused Prime Minister Modi of religious atrocities. He faced a backlash from Indian cricketers, including at that time Gautam Gambhir, Harbhajan Singh and Suresh Raina. In April of 2018, he tweeted against India's alleged oppressive regime in Kashmir. This was, of course, right after the abrogation of Article 370. But he remained silent on how Pakistan continues to push terrorists and its terror agenda into India. Now, Shahid Afridi's comments on a Pakistani news network have also triggered a huge political storm back home, while the BJP has called Rahul Gandhi the darling of Pakistan and asked, how is it that all Pak lovers also end up loving Rahul Gandhi? The Congress has hit back. It's tweeted a picture of Shahid Afridi with BJP Member of Parliament and former Minister and also somebody who's closely associated with Indian cricket, Anurag Thakur. While the BJP claimed that Afridi and others in Pakistan can make Rahul Gandhi their leader, Congress's Supriya Srinath has alleged double standards on the part of the BJP by tweeting out that picture of Anurag Thakur with Shahid Afridi from the stands of them watching a match, an India-Pakistan match. So I want to go for a quick face-off. Tuin Sinha, National Spokesperson of the BJP, joining us. Dr. Shama Mohammed, National Spokesperson of the Congress, joining us. Dr. Shama Mohammed, let me start with you first. This is what Afridi said. He says they have a very nasty mindset. It will prevail as long as Modi is the leader. But there are others who are good. If I talk about Rahul Gandhi, he has a very positive mindset. He wants to take everyone along through dialogue. Why is Shahid Afridi having such a fanboy moment of Mr. Rahul Gandhi?
You must ask Shahid Afridi about it and you must ask Jay Shah about it. Because I will not be able to explain this. What I can tell you is Rahul Gandhi has never sat with Shahid Afridi. We have pictures of Anurag Thakur being with Shahid Afridi. Now, let me make it very, very clear. This Asia Cup, everybody in the Congress was against it. We clearly said that since the Prime Minister of India said two things. One, Operation Sindoor jari rahi hai. And the other thing he said was blood and water cannot flow together. So then they come out with the excuse it's not a bilateral. If it's a bilateral, yes, but it's a trial. Many other teams playing, so we cannot get off. Now let's not forget what Amit Shah had said once when he was being interviewed, that ICC, if possible, can throw out Pakistan. We can take that action. Who is the chairperson of ICC? J. Shah. In 1980, America did not take part in Moscow Olympics. In 1984, the Russians did not take part in Russians did not take part in the Los Angeles Olympics. So we need to understand that Asia Cup is it more important than our Jawans who have died? It was sacrificed their life fighting against Pakistan. Is it more important? Just let me finish. Is it more important than those who died in Pahalgam? And very important thing. A month back, you banned a Diljit Dosanjh movie saying that there's a Pakistani actress. All right. We are fine with it. We are for it. We should not have any trade. We should not have their movies, no music, and no cricket. Now here, because BCCI makes lots of money, Anurag Thakur's brother is there, and also the fact of the matter, Anurag Thakur's brother and Jay Shah. And the other thing we should understand, Sunil Gavaskar clearly said, it is not BCCI, it is the government of India. So the government of India is Narendra Modi, and Narendra Modi stands with Pakistan.
Tuin Sinha, you say blood and water cannot flow together. You say Operation Sindoor jari hai. It's not. It's only been paused. It's not been called off. And yet, when Operation Sindoor jari hai, it's okay to play cricket with Pakistan. I mean, at the end of the day, and Shama is right, it's not just the BCCI and the cricketers and the cricketing bodies that you need to go after. Ultimately, the government gave the go-ahead for this, for the Indian team to take on Pakistan.
Well, good evening, Zaka. Good evening, everybody. 15 years ago, matches of a different kind were being played. So 6 months after 26/11, we saw a match being played at Sharm el-Sheikh, where the then Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh, humiliated India by giving Pakistan the right to investigate a role in Balochistan. So compared to that, we are very straightforward, we are very direct. Insofar as bilateral contests are concerned, there would be no match. But yes, in a tournament which involves other countries, this is not a policy which can go on for a very long time. And therefore, we have engaged with a very considered view, and you have seen how we have humiliated them even at every point, even now. The point is, Shahid Afridi's mindset reflects the awe that, they hold the Congress Party of India in. And certainly the Congress Party enjoys more support today across the border than they do in India. Just last week, Rahul Gandhi was greeted in Junagadh by Congress workers with a Pakistani song. We have seen Fawad Chaudhry, tweeting and retweeting Rahul Gandhi in the past. We have seen Pakistan Zindabad slogans when Nasir Hussain, Rajya Sabha member of Parliament, was being sworn in. So, I think the Congress Party needs to introspect insofar as cricket, insofar as sports is concerned. We have made a point very clear. We are not, it's never going to be back to normal. You have seen how the captain of the Indian cricket team has, conducted himself even after victory. But insofar as the Congress Party is concerned, there is a strange mutual admiration society today between the Congress Party and Pakistan. One is an embarrassment for the country,
Shahid
and one is a
Afridi
global
is one
embarrassment
thing.
for the world.
There is another cricketer called Mohammad Yusuf. He was also a former captain of Pakistan. He has, abused the Indian skipper. He is compared, in fact, named Surya Kumar Yadav and called him a pig. Now, I'm asking you, should anyone in this country endorse this kind of absolute extremist thinking? Look at the one second. I've got some data that's been pulled out. Rahul Gandhi, when Operation Sindoor had finished and President Trump made this baseless claim about Pakistan shooting down Indian airplanes during Operation Sindoor, he amplified that baseless thing. When Donald Trump called India's economy dead economy, Rahul Gandhi said, yes, Mr. Donald Trump is right. Then he has never criticized former party colleague Navjot Singh Sidhu, who at one point used to be a chief ministerial candidate, chief minister in waiting in Punjab, who went and hugged Mr. Bajwa, General Bajwa. Not a pipsqueak from your leader. And I want to ask you, ma'am, with all respect, you've been going on and on that India should not play Pakistan. India should have never played Pakistan. And I hold the BCCI, the cricketers, the ACC, the ICC, the government, everyone responsible for it. Please tell me, ma'am, why has your leader, Mr. Gandhi, not even tweeted once about it? If this is such an emotional issue, this is an issue where the whole country is saying India should never play Pakistan, why has Mr. Gandhi not thought it meritorious enough of tweeting about it or talking about it even once in the last 3 weeks?
I find it very ridiculous that you're changing the goalpost from where it should be. The biggest hypocrite in the country is Narendra Modi. He has allowed BCCI to go ahead because they make money out of it. The sponsors make money, the broadcasters make money, Jay Shah makes money, Arudhak Thakur's brother makes money, and then you put the blame on Rahul Gandhi. Who talked about Jinnah? Are you going to disown Advani today? I want to know that. Are you going to disown Advani? In our 10 years in power, nobody went to Pakistan. Manmohan Singh never stepped into Pakistan. Who went to eat biryani with Nawaz Sharif? The Prime Minister of India. Who called ISI to investigate the attack ISI did in Pathankot? Amit Shah. So let's not beat around the bush. Here, the government of India does not care about our soldiers, and there is no accountability. Let me tell you, who did Pahalgam? Who is behind it? Where are the rest of the terrorists? They keep saying we killed this one, they killed that one. Why hasn't the international community condemned, even in the last SCO? There is no Pakistan's name. They condemned cross-border terrorism. And I want to ask today, why did the Prime Minister of India go to China when China gave them weapons during Operation Sindoor? How dare the Prime Minister go? The Prime Minister can do whatever he wants. Does he think he can do whatever he wants?
No,
he is a traitor.
respond.
The Prime Minister of India is a traitor.
You know, He's a traitor. You know, there are questions that need to be asked of the government. Why did you allow the match to happen in the first place? And I refuse to believe if the government said no to the Indian cricket team, no to the BCCI, there's no way they would have sent the team to play the Asia Cup.
Yeah, and ICC.
No, 1 second. Let Tuhin respond. Let Tuhin respond.
I have already made the position of the Indian government very clear insofar as bilateral engagements, cricketing engagements are concerned, and insofar as international tournaments are concerned. But let me come back to Shahid Afridi. Please don't barge in, have some manners.
We don't want any engagement.
As far as Shahid Afridi's comments are concerned, you know, there is something very problematic he has said. He has compared. Can you calm down? Can you calm down?
Shama, 1 second, please. Shama, 1 second. Not this way.
Do I need to teach
Do I
need to?
Yes, Tuhin, make the point.
Teach these Congress spokespersons on every show how to behave themselves?
Tuhin, make the point. Make the
Zaka,
point.
there is something extremely intriguing and condemnable which Shahid Afridi has said today. He has compared India with Israel and Pakistan with Palestine. Unless Congress Party officially condemns it, it is not about Congress Party, it is not about BJP, it's about the country's image, it's about the country's integrity. Unless the Congress Party officially condemns it, the Congress Party will be seen, you know, as fraternizing with Pakistan.
Shama,
like I mentioned, they have formed a mutual admiration
this is what
society
Shahid
with
Afridi has
Pakistan.
said. Is one Israel not enough that you're trying to become another one? Willy-nilly, he's saying India is like Israel and Pakistan is like Palestine. You endorse this?
Zaka, I'm the one who speaks most.
Hold a press conference, condemn it.
I'm the first one who said, I was the first one, shut your mouth. I was the first one said if there was an attack on Pakistan, Rawalpindi should be flattened. I'm the one who said that, and you know my tweet. So I do not, of course, endorse this. But the thing is, Jay Shah told Shahid Afridi to make the statement because he's the head of ICC. He controls cricket, and he said, you know what? Let's move the goalpost from us to Rahul Gandhi. So this is staged by Jay Shah. Here, the Prime Minister of India goes to China after they provide weapons to Pakistan for when Operation Sindoor was happening. How dare the Prime Minister? Then you allow BCCI, you have allowed them to play match with Pakistan, India. So the Prime Minister of India is the one who's a traitor today.
Okay.
Do not point fingers at Rahul Gandhi. The Prime Minister of India should apologize to the nation.
We've got to leave it at that. Thank you very much, Shama Mohammed, Tuhin Sinha, for joining us. Let's see how this plays out, because if these two teams progress in the tournament, likely they'll have to play later on in this tournament as well in the round of 4 when it comes down to that, and possibly if they progress even further, possibly even the finals as well. But I'm very clear about this match between India and Pakistan in this atmosphere, in this mahal, when Operation Sindoor is on pause, not concluded, should have never happened in the first place. Let's move on to the other story that we're tracking. When this Delhi couple went out on Sunday for an outing, little did they realize what awaited them. Sandeep Kaur would not have imagined that her world was about to turn upside down and she would have to see her husband lying on the road, bleeding profusely, eventually succumbing to those injuries. Navjot Singh was a deputy secretary in the finance ministry. He was laid to rest today, 48 hours after the brutal road crash by a BMW X3 that was driven by the accused, Gaganpreet, right in the heart of the national capital. Here's how that accident happened. On Sunday between 1:30 in the afternoon and 2 o'clock near Dhaulakwa, which is right in the heart of the national capital, this BMW, which was driven by the accused woman, Gaganpreet, she rammed into the couple who were on a two-wheeler before veering off onto a divider and then overturning. The force of the collision was so violent that the couple, that's Navjot and his wife, who was riding pillion, they were thrown off the bike and they came under the path of a moving bus on the other direction. The bus was going in the opposite direction, so they were basically thrown from one side of the road to the other side of the road. Such was the impact, such was the ferocity of the impact of this crash. Videos that have been shared on social media show the couple lying on the road near one of the metro pillars there in that area. The luxury car was also seen lying sideways on the road and a motorcycle some distance away. So you can imagine the impact. The car there is topsy-turvy, it's upside down. The bike is at least a few meters away from there, and you can see Navjot Singh and his wife on the other side of the road. So such was the impact of the collision that they were thrown from one side of the road to the other. But the most stinging part of it is that why was Navjot Singh carried then to a hospital 20 kilometers away from the accident spot? There are at least half a dozen, if not a dozen, specialty and super specialty hospitals, trauma care centers within a few kilometers of where the accident happened. But no, the victim was taken to a hospital 20 kilometers away, and that too by the accused. That does raise some questions.
जाहिर है कि आपसे हर वक्त वो टच में थे, आप बता रहे थे कि आपसे उस दिन भी रविवार को भी आप उनसे बात हुई थी, क्या कहेंगे इस पूरे हादसे को लेकर?
10:10 में उसका फ़ोन आया था और 10:40 तक हम लोग काफ़ी अच्छी बातचीत हुई, काफ़ी हेल्दी बातचीत हुई। हम लोग डिस्कस कर रहे थे कि इंडिया बुल्स का एक नया सोसाइटी आया है, द्वारका एक्सप्रेस वे पे चलते हैं। बोल रहा था यार हम भी अब 8 साल बाद रिटायर्ड कर जाएंगे, 52 ईयर्स के हो गए हैं, तो हम लोग यही प्लान कर रहे थे। इसी बीच में उसने कहा एक काम करते हैं, बंगला साहब गुरुद्वारा से माथा टेक करके आते हैं। उसको बाइक का बड़ा शौक़ था, तो कभी कभी संडे को वो कार के अलावा बाइक पे ही चला जाया करता था, और ज़्यादा नहीं, बंगला साहब गुरुद्वारा या इंडिया गेट के आसपास जाया करता था। बहुत दुख के साथ बताना ये पड़ रहा है कि आज सुबह 6 बजे उसने जो अपने बेटे के लिए बर्थडे गिफ्ट जो उसने कुरियर करवाया था, वो सुबह 6 बजे उसका डिलीवरी होता है, और आज ही उसके बेटे का बर्थडे है और आज ही उसका क्रिमिनेशन है। तो आप सोच लीजिए परिवार के लिए, मेरे लिए और जितने भी उसके कलीग्स हैं, सबके लिए कितना ही दुखद घटना है ये। और ये एक राष्ट्र का बहुत बड़ा नुकसान हुआ है, क्योंकि वो सिर्फ हमारा एक अच्छा दोस्त नहीं था, वो फाइनेंस डिपार्टमेंट का बहुत ही तेज़ तर्रार ऑफिसर था। उसके जितने भी आप कुलीग से बात करेंगे, उसके फाइनेंस सेक्रेटरी से बात करेंगे, वो सब बताएंगे कि इतना इंटेलिजेंट बंदा था।
Now, the moot question is, why did they take the victim, Navjot Singh, to a hospital that was 20 kilometers away? I just want to show you, give you a lay of the land where the accident happened. This is the Dhaulakwa area. This is where the accident happened. It's a short distance from the airport. And look at the number of hospitals that are there. Look at the distance from Dhaulakwa to the hospital that they eventually took him to, the New Life Hospital. There are at least 10 hospitals on the way itself. You have the Army Research and Referral Hospital, one of the premier armed forces hospitals. You have the Army Base Hospital there as well. You have a few private hospitals, the Apex Hospital, the Kalra Hospital. Then you have government hospitals, the Deen Dayal Upadhyay Hospital, CK Birla Hospital, Maharaja Agrasen Hospital. And then you go all the way out, Fortis, Kesar Hospital, Vinayak Hospital. You skip all of these hospitals in this 21-kilometer drive that they had to make from the accident spot all the way to New Life Hospital, which is in Mukherjee Nagar. Why? When you know that the person is bleeding, when you know his life is under threat, and the golden hour, the window is about an hour or so, why would you drive all the way up to the New Life Hospital, which is 20 kilometers away? You also have some of Delhi's premier hospitals within this 4-5 kilometer radius. You have the All India Institute of Medical Sciences and you have the Safdarjung Hospital. And here's the thing, by law now, no hospital can refuse treatment to somebody who's met with a road accident and whose life is under threat. That is illegal for any hospital to refuse treatment. So this whole logic of she wanted to take them to a place where she knew the doctors and could get past the red tape, that simply doesn't cut ice because of this law.
पुलिस ने जुडिशल कस्टडी की डिमांड की थी, पुलिस कस्टडी की डिमांड नहीं की थी नोटेबली। जुडिशल कस्टडी कोर्ट ने, ऑनरेबल कोर्ट ने 2 दिन की ग्रांट की है अभी। एक्यूज्ड के जो वकील साहब हैं उन्होंने बेल एप्लीकेशन भी मूव किया है आज, और उसमें हमें जवाब का टाइम दिया है, स्टेट को जवाब का टाइम दिया है, 2 दिन बाद वो भी रखा है, परसों रखा है। एक्सीडेंट होते ही उस टाइम पे डिसीजन ले लेना कि कहाँ लेके जाना है, कहाँ नहीं लेके जाना, वो अनकॉन्ट्रोवर्टेड फैक्ट है। अभी के लिए इम्पॉर्टेंट ये है, एटलीस्ट मेरे पर्सपेक्टिव से, कि जितना अनफॉर्चुनेट जो मेरे क्लाइंट के फैमिली में हो चुका है, उससे ज़्यादा अब कुछ अनफॉर्चुनेट ना हो। हम ठीक फैक्ट्स पूरे जो हैं कोर्ट के सामने रखेंगे।
जब हम एफआईआर पढ़ते हैं जो 10 घंटे के बाद रजिस्टर होती है, इंसिडेंट है 1:30 बजे का, एफआईआर हो रही है रात को 11:30 बजे, उसका जो भी वर्जन है एफआईआर का, वो प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस के भी अगेंस्ट है, उसके खिलाफ है, कॉन्ट्रडिक्ट कर रहा है, पूरा वर्जन ही कॉन्ट्रडिक्ट कर रहा है। अगर रैश एंड नेग्लिजेंट ड्राइविंग से किसी की डेथ है और कंट्री में वो बेलेबल ऑफेंस है, फिर वो बेलेबल ही है। आप उसको नॉन बेलेबल घुमा फिरा के कोई और सेक्शन ऐड करके करें, वो बड़ा अनफॉर्चुनेट हो जाता है। गाड़ी जो थी है BMW, वही पूरी टर्टल है। गाड़ी के अंदर जितने भी सवार हैं, हस्बैंड वाइफ बच्चे, वो भी गाड़ी के अंदर हैं। एयर बैग्स खुले हुए हैं, उनकी भी चोट लगी है। मुझे लग रहा है कि जो वर्जन एफआईआर का है या आईओ साहब का है, कोर्ट में 2 दिन का वो हो गया है, जेसी हो गई है, जेसी
2 दिन का जेसी हुआ,
2 दिन की जेसी हो गई है। हमने बेल एप्लीकेशन फाइल कर दी है, बेल एप्लीकेशन की हियरिंग परसों।
AIADMK General Secretary Edappadi K Palaniswami is meeting Union Home Minister Amit Shah even as we speak. This marks their first meeting since jointly reviving the AIADMK BJP alliance for the 2026 Tamil Nadu Assembly elections. The alliance, though, is already showing some signs of strain. Sources say that EPS will convey his firm opposition to re-inducting any of the expelled leaders from the AIADMK, whether it's O Pannirselvam OPS or VK Sasikala or TTV Dinakaran. And second, his resistance to BJP leader Sengotian's reported push for the return of these ex-ADMK folks, ex-NDA folks back into the fold. In fact, EPS has made it very clear in a rally yesterday that he will not re-induct those he calls as traitors. But the question is, can the national leadership of the BJP, can Amit Shah prevail on EPS? Because a divided AIADMK means that will only help the DMK because it will possibly split the anti-incumbent vote. Let's listen in.
உடனே இன்னைக்கு பத்திரிகையில் எடப்பாடி பழனிசாமி மத்திய உள்துறை அமைச்சரை சந்திக்கிறார், பேச்சுவார்த்தை நடத்துகிறார், உள்கட்சி பிரச்சனை தீர்க்கிறார். பத்திரிகையாளர்களே, அனைத்து இந்திய அண்ணா திராவிட முன்னேற்ற கழக கட்சியை எவராலும் கொண்டு பண்ண முடியாது. சொல்றேன், எழுதிக்க. எங்களுக்கு ஆட்சி அதிகாரம் இருப்பதை விட தன்மானம் தான் எங்களுக்கு முக்கியம். அது ஒரு முள் இம்மையளவுகள் நான் விட்டு கொடுக்க மாட்டேன். சில பேரை கைக்கூலியாக வைத்துக் கொண்டு ஆட்டம் போட்டு இருக்கிறீங்க. அந்த கைக்கூலிகள் யார் என்று அடையாளம் காட்டப்பட்டு விட்டோம். அதுக்கு விரைவில் முடிவு கட்டப்படும். சில பேர் அனைத்து இந்திய அண்ணா திராவிட முன்னேற்ற கழக ஆர்சி கவிழ்ப்பதற்கு எதிர்த்து ஓட்டு போட்டாங்க. மன்னிச்சு அவர்களை அரவணைத்து துணை முதலமைச்சர் கொடுத்தோம், உயர்ந்த பதவி கொடுத்தோம். மீண்டும் அவர்கள் திருந்த பாடில்லை. புனிதமாக அதிமுக கோயிலாக இருக்கின்ற அந்த தலைமை கழகத்தை அடித்து நுரைக்கி மற்றவர்களை கட்சியில் சேர்த்த வேணுமா? அது தொண்டனுடைய சொத்து. தலைமை கழகம் தொண்டனுடைய சொத்து. நீங்க போய் அடிச்சு நொறுக்குனா அவரெல்லாம் கட்சியில் சேர்த்திக்கணும். இன்னொருவர் நம்முடைய அனைத்து இந்திய அண்ணா திராவிட முன்னேற்ற கழக ஆட்சி கவிழ்ப்பதற்கு 18 பேரை கடத்திட்டு போனீங்க எம்எல்ஏ, அவர்களை கட்சியில் சேர்த்து இதெல்லாம் யார் ஏற்றுக்கொள்வது? நான் தொண்டனாக இருந்து உயர்ந்திருக்கிறேன். எனக்கு உறுதியான எண்ணம் உண்டு.
Well, here's where the AIADMK, the various fractions of the AIADMK and the BJP stands. The AIADMK chief Edappadi Palaniswami has ruled out re-inducting O Pannirselvam OPS or TTV Dinakaran or Sasikala, saying there is no place for those who betrayed the organization. On the other hand, both OPS and TTV have made it clear that they will not rejoin the AIADMK party under EPS's leadership. They are open to coming back to the NDA. They were part of the NDA. In fact, both of them contested the Lok Sabha elections under the NDA banner, the NDA flag. The BJP is concerned about a split in the anti-DMK vote. If there are multiple ADMK factions not in the NDA fold, that could help the DMK because it will split the anti-incumbent vote, which is against the DMK. They're pushing for a reunification of the various AIADMK factions. Adding to that mix, VK Sasikala, who used to be one-time closest friend of Jayalalitha, has called for unity among all factions to take on the ruling DMK, and that further complicates the alliance dynamics.
The infighting within the AIADMK only widens now, with Edappadi sending out a strong message that there is no place for TT Vidyanathan, VK Sasikala and O Pannirselvam to be re-inducted back into the party. This after disgruntled leader Sengotian had urged Edappadi and also given an ultimatum that the AIADMK should stay united and that Edappadi should invite the ousted leaders. Only then can the AIADMK win the 2026 elections. However, Edappadi says no, and this is something that he is also going to reiterate during his meeting with Home Minister Amit Shah. That is what sources tell us, that Edappadi will say that VK Sasikala, OPS and TTV can never be re-inducted back into the party, which is why yesterday he said that self-respect and dignity are more important than coming to power. So this is something that will be reiterated by Edappadi Palaniswami as well. But the BJP wants all of them to stay united because they feel that if these people split, then it means that the votes will also get split. Therefore, they want a united front to fight the DMK and to make inroads in Tamil Nadu in 2026. This is something that the BJP state president Naina Nagendran also said, that he will try and ensure that he reaches out to TT Vidyanathan and O Pannirselvam and ensure that all of them stay united. But APS is not going to budge. Will the NDA make this happen? We'll have to wait and see how the crucial meeting pans out and whether the AIADMK and the BJP can work out on strategies. Can there be a unity among these ousted leaders? We'll have to wait and see.
It's Prime Minister Narendra Modi's 75th birthday tomorrow. As the BJP readies itself to celebrate it on a grand scale, Network 18 shows you a glimpse of Narendra Modi over the last 1 decade. Over the last 11 years, he has spoken to Network 18 11 times. Here are some conversations that you cannot miss.
प्रधानमंत्री जी, आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद नेटवर्क 18 को ये एक्सक्लूसिव इंटरव्यू देने के लिए।
आपके दर्शकों को हमारा नमस्कार। आपका प्रधानमंत्री, आपका प्रधान सेवक या आपका नरेंद्र मोदी कहीं पर भी हो, कुछ भी हो, लेकिन आखिर इंसान तो है। मोदी क्या कहता है? मोदी तो कहता है ये तो ट्रेलर है, मुझे तो और आगे जाना है। न खाऊंगा न खाने दूंगा, तो आगे है। जिसने खाया है वो निकालूंगा और जिसका खाया उसको खिलाऊंगा। करप्शन पर कार्रवाई, ये मेरा कमिटमेंट है। ये तो अभी कुछ भी नहीं है, अभी तो और भी आगे जाना है।
In his 11-year tenure, Prime Minister Modi has held 12 exclusive interactions with News 18. PM Modi has shared his dreams with us and has from time to time presented the picture of the country's development. He has shared his views on issues related to politics, society, and national interest.
डिप्लोमेसी में मानवीय मूल्यों को सबसे ज्यादा महत्व देने वाली हमारी नीति ने दुनिया को एहसास कराया है कि भारत सिर्फ अपने हित के लिए ही नहीं, बल्कि वैश्विक मानवता के लिए भी काम कर रहा है। सबका साथ, सबका विकास का हमारा मंत्र देश की सीमाओं के दायरे में बंधा हुआ नहीं है।
In 2016, it had been just over 2 years since PM Modi had taken charge of the country. And through News18, he told the nation how he was succeeding in establishing his foothold in Delhi.